Hello, welcome to Science Chomp. Today we're going to be talking about blood types and its importance. Now, I'll talk about its importance first actually. When you go to a hospital, what they do is they find out what your blood type is. And so if you need a transfusion or an organ or something like that, they know what type of organ to use so it won't get rejected. Now let's look at reasons as to why these things get rejected. Okay? On the board here, I've got two different blood types. I've got A and B. You can also have AB and you can also have O, and we'll look at that in a minute. Okay, so this A blood type has got these surface proteins, which I've drawn in blue, and these are called antigens. So antigens are surface proteins. Now, as you can see, these surface proteins are different to the ones in the B blood type. So B has got these like triangle ones, and these have got these square ones. And what that means is if you put this into someone who's got A-type blood type, what ends up happening is your immune system kicks in, and you've got these things called antibodies. And the antibodies are clumping proteins. And what they do is they grab hold of all of these, and what it does is it clumps all of the blood cells together, all of the B blood together, and it gets rid of them. Right? But as it does that, because it clumps them all together, it could block off blood vessels, which could damage organs. So that's why this is bad. In fact, it could be fatal. Okay? So, when you've got A-type blood, you can only receive someone who has also got A-type blood, or someone who has O-type blood. So let's have a look at the other two types of blood. I'm saying type and blood a lot. You have to bear with me a little bit, but I can assure you it's not complicated. So let's draw. Which one shall I draw? Let's draw AB. Okay. Now AB is going to be a mix of both this and this. So let's have a look. You're going to have some of this, and you're going to have some of this. Now, unfortunately, you cannot give this to someone with B, and you cannot give this to someone who has got A-type blood. However, it can receive A and it can receive B. In fact, they call AB the universal acceptor because it can accept all types of blood. Okay? And then there's a fourth one, and the fourth one is simply just called O, and it has no surface proteins. Okay, so if you put this into here, it'll be fine because you don't have the antibodies aren't going to react to anything on the surface. If you put this into A, it'll be fine. If you put it into AB, it will be fine. This one does not elicit an immune response, which is good. Okay, you call this one the universal donor. So universal acceptor can accept all blood types. So if you've got AB, you're lucky, you can take everyone in. And if you've got blood type O, you're good in a sense because you're useful to people. You can give your blood to anybody. Okay? That's just a really simple way of looking at blood types. Hope that makes sense. There is a thing that you have to know, a table, and it's basically the interactions of which blood type can go with what. But it's quite simple, it's quite straightforward. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.